Just 3 months earlier, I had been a nursing intern everyone looked down on. When the hospital fired me, not a single person stood up for me. 3 months later, I became the heir to Lucien Devereaux's fortune. I bought the hospital that had thrown me away. The director respectfully called me Miss Devereaux. The board members were terrified of upsetting me. And when the director personally showed me around the hospital, I saw the same people who used to laugh at me. Too bad, because I couldn't wait to watch them beg. And if everyone wants to play cat and mouse, then let the game begin. My name is Elena Bennett. I was just a nursing intern. I did the dirtiest jobs, worked the longest hours, and nobody cared. Everyone thought it was my job to suffer. Like I wasn't a person, like I was just another machine in the hospital. After my night shift ended, I was passing the infusion room when I heard someone arguing in the hallway. Madison was arguing with a patient. People like her knew exactly how to win over their bosses, but when it came to dealing with patients, she was completely lost. I knew exactly what to do. All I had to do was distract the patient. I walked over to the patient and said,
"Don't waste my time." "Ma'am, look over there. I think that man put his shirt on backwards."
The elderly woman immediately turned to look. While she was distracted, I skillfully slipped the needle into her vein. She didn't even feel a thing.
Wait, that actually worked? I never would have thought of that.
If you love doing IVs so much, why don't you handle everyone in this room?
As soon as someone praised me, Madison's expression darkened. I got her out of a difficult situation, but instead of thanking me, she went out of her way to embarrass me.
Elena, I need vitals for the patient in room 12. Then take these charts to Dr. Hayakawa's office. Move!
With that, she shoved a thick stack of patient charts into my arms. Evelyn always gave me the hardest assignments. She knew I was broke, and she knew I would never say no to overtime, no matter how many times she asked. After I checked the vitals for the patient in room 12, I brought the results to Dr. Galloway. He barely glanced at them.
Isn't this just hyperglycemia? Why would they even send this to the ER? People panic over nothing.
Maybe it's a potassium issue? Dr. Galloway let out a laugh, as if he had just heard a joke.
Since when do nursing interns teach doctors how to treat patients? Do your job and stay out of it.
In Dr. Galloway's eyes, nursing interns existed for one reason: to be put in their place. On my way to Dr. Lucas's office, I kept thinking about the patient in room 12. Shaking hands, cold sweat. This didn't feel like hypoglycemia. I had to ask Dr. Lucas.
Dr. Hayakawa, where should I put the charts?
Put them on the cabinet.
Dr. Lucas was the hospital's most authoritative doctor. A genius Yale graduate, respected even by the hospital director. Madison was desperate to get into internal medicine. She had been trying everything she could to get closer to Lucas. She made herself up carefully countless times, trying to engineer chance encounters with Dr. Lucas, but he only ever responded to her politely and distantly. I took a deep breath and told Dr. Lucas about the patient in room 12. Dr. Hayakawa, I don't think the patient in room 12 is okay. Dr. Galloway thinks it's just hyperchlamia, but the symptoms look more like imbalance. I wasn't sure if I had overstepped. Dr. Lucas rarely spoke to anyone. Everyone knew he wasn't much of a talker. But he asked immediately,
"Where's the data?"
I told you, he's just hyperplegic. Why do you always have to stick your nose into everything? And you actually went and brought Dr. Hayakawa here?
In room 12, Dr. Galloway's face was dark with anger. He kept yelling at me, while Madison watched with a smug look, clearly hoping I'd make a fool of myself. After all, Dr. Lucas was the best doctor in the hospital, and a man Madison had tried everything to get close to, without ever succeeding. The ward door opened, and Dr. Lucas stepped inside. The moment Dr. Lucas walked in, Dr. Galloway fell silent. Dr. Lucas moved with calm efficiency. As he examined the patient, his eyes swept across the monitors and test results. The entire assessment took less than a minute. After reviewing the data, Dr. Lucas turned to the room and said,
"She's right. This isn't hypoglycemia. The patient's potassium levels are abnormal."
Dr. Galloway had nothing left to say. Everyone knew Dr. Lucas's judgment carried far more weight than his.
Be more careful with your diagnosis next time, or you'll make a nursing intern look better than you.
Madison shot me a hard glare. The fact that Dr. Lucas had noticed me was the one thing she couldn't accept.
Why are you so obsessed with her? People like that spend their whole lives crawling around like rats. Not you, sweetheart. You're a princess.
Seriously? Since when does an intern nurse think she can question a doctor? Don't you see it? All that ambition, all that crazy, hiding under those cheap scrubs.
I wasn't asleep. I heard every word. They hated that I refused to accept my fate. But I have never been the type to bow my head.
Some people really know how to get doctors' attention, especially Dr. Hayakawa, right?
I knew they were talking about me. I ignored them and kept changing. But somehow, the less I reacted, the more annoyed Madison seemed to get.
Funny how some people suddenly act like they're doctors now.
Careful, Madison. She might diagnose us too.
Are you girls having a tea party? This is a hospital. Intern nurses these days are way too spoiled. There's an important medical evaluation today. I want you to reorganize the med room.
I have to check Mrs. Bruce's glucose levels later. You know, she's a VIP patient.
Intern nurses normally aren't allowed anywhere near the VIP wing. Ethan had a thing for Madison. He was the one who secretly got her transferred there, and Madison always used taking care of VIP patients as an excuse to avoid the hard work.
Dr. Smith has a surgery today. He specifically asked for me to assist.
Elena, you're doing the med room. Now move.
Then who's covering IV prep on the 3rd floor?
That sounds like your problem. Now get to the med room and don't make me say it a 3rd time.
Careful. Dr. Galloway already hates you. Trust me, people who don't know how to get along here never last long.
I had no choice but to head to the med room and start organizing medications. At St. Andrews, the busiest place was never the operating room. It was always the places nobody wanted to work in. While sorting the medications, I suddenly noticed that the ID numbers on a batch being sent to surgery didn't match. Most nurses wouldn't have caught it. The labels looked almost identical, the only difference was a slight change in dosage. I checked the medications again. The concentration levels were definitely wrong.
How could this happen?
I rushed to the operating room. When I pushed the door open, Lucas was already preparing for the surgery. Dr. Galloway was there too, and the moment he saw me, his expression turned irritated.
What is it now?
The dosage on the medication sent to the OR was wrong.
Lucas, who had been preparing for the surgery, suddenly stopped.
That's impossible!
Let me see it.
Lucas, the item numbers are the same, but the concentration levels are wrong. These are the inventory replacement records.
Lucas immediately called off the surgery and carefully checked the medications himself. A few seconds later, he realized the dosage was indeed wrong.
The dosage is wrong. Tell the pharmacy to prepare a new batch immediately. You figured this out yourself?
I was organizing the pharmacy inventory when I noticed something was wrong.
Dr. Galloway was left completely speechless, and everyone in the operating room started whispering among themselves.
She actually caught the medication error.
And of course, she pissed Dr. Galloway off again.
That patient got really lucky. If nobody had caught it, they probably would have had serious bleeding during surgery.
Madison heard every word. Her expression darkened by the second. After all, organizing the medication room had originally been part of her assignment too, and just like that, she had missed her chance to get close to Dr. Hayakawa.
We're lucky you caught it today.
That was the first time I realized someone had actually noticed me.
I was just doing my job.
Your hands are cracked. This brand works pretty well.
We dance in the dark, rhythms taking control, but I know this high gonna fade when the night.
I don't remember whether I felt happy or sad in that moment. I just wanted to cry. That morning, Lucas got a call from the hospital director.
Hayakawa, we've been invited to the East Coast Surgical Symposium next month. St. Andrews would like you to represent the hospital.
If you believe I'm suitable for it, I'd be honored.
When the director heard that Dr. Hayakawa had agreed to it, he finally relaxed. After all, Hayakawa rarely attended public events.
Actually, there's something I wanted to ask.
Of course.
There's an intern nurse in the ER. She's exceptionally observant. I'd like her to assist me during surgeries. I think she'd do extremely well in internal medicine.
Everyone else was going home. As usual, Evelyn had me working the night shift.
Oh my god, is that the new Devereaux bag? Yeah, I really like the chain on this one. Oh my god, that Devereaux bag costs like $5,000, and she just put it on the floor?
I needed this job to survive. Chloe only needed it to graduate.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Elena, aren't you heading home? Evelyn put me on the night shift tonight. She always does that to you. You should say no.
Chloe would never understand. Not everyone has the luxury of saying no.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Because she'd never known what it was like to have no way out. Everyone else was going home. My shift was just starting.
Breaking news tonight. Camille Devereaux, the newly identified granddaughter of renowned Devereaux chief designer Lucien Devereaux, was photographed by
I couldn't
reporters
believe
at a
someone out
university
there
in
had
New
the
York
exact
City.
same
The
face
young
as me.
student has become the
She looked
focus of a
exactly
growing
like
media
me,
frenzy.
but our lives couldn't have been more different. Those reporters had no idea that this exposure would put Camille's life in danger.
Find her.
For a second, I thought that was Elena. Isn't she supposed to be working the night shift? Guess Elena's secret billionaire life finally got exposed.
Even I had to laugh at the irony. We had the exact same face. Camille was the heir to Devereaux, one of the most exclusive luxury brands in the world. And I was just a nurse who couldn't even say no to overtime. I hadn't slept in over 24 hours. At first, it was just exhaustion. Then my hands started shaking. My vision blurred. The room seemed to sway around me. No matter how hard I tried to focus, my body was slowly slipping out of my control. My mind was drifting further and further away. Then, through the haze, I thought I heard someone calling my name.
Elena, can you hear me?
I'm fine. What's wrong?
Your pupils are sluggish. How long has it been since you've had any rest? Come on, I'm taking you to the ER.
I'm fine. Really. Please don't take me to the ER. I can't afford that.
No, you've already reached your limit.
Lucas was always calm and composed. I'd never seen him this shaken before.
I'm really okay. Please don't take me to the ER. I can't afford the bill.
Stop talking.
Dr. Hayakashi, you came to the ER yourself?
I need an observation room prepared immediately.
What happened to her?
High fever, severe exhaustion, dehydration. I'll take responsibility for the admission. She's not going home tonight.